Home Friends! I'm going to be in the kitchen with my helpers to share with you a yummy, chewy, powdered sugar ginger molasses cookie, plus 4 tips for baking with kids. I hope you join us.
Happy Christmas.
Welcome. I'm Shanice with Mom Life Cooking, where I create simple and sweet recipes to simplify our lives. However, this cookie recipe is actually from my mom's kitchen, but I'm putting my own twist on it and sharing with you guys how to decorate these for Christmas for any occasion. As always, the recipe's in the description box below. And thank you so much for being here. Well, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go over all the ingredients for these ginger molasses cookies. But first, I'm gonna share tip number 1 with baking with kids, is to have everything measured out, especially when you have multiple kids of different ages, so their ability is gonna be different. First, in this bowl, I have 3/4 cup of shortening, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and here are all of our spices. So we have 1 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a 1/4 cup of molasses, 1 egg. We are going to roll our cookies in some powder confectionate sugar. Just to make them festive for Christmas, we're gonna use some store-bought frosting along with some different sprinkles, and I'm gonna share with you guys how we're gonna do that. So tip number 2 when baking with kids is to use a table and bring everything you need, all your ingredients, to the table to make it easier for everybody to participate. First off, my oldest Malachi is going to take a turn. So we're gonna take the shortening and mix it with the brown sugar. So Malachi, take the brown sugar, put it in the shortening, please. Tip number 3 is to use bowls that are bigger than probably needed and spoons that are bigger than probably needed, just to make it easy for the mixing process. So Malachi's gonna go ahead and mix up our brown sugar and our shortening. We want to get that all nice and creamy, Malachi. I will help you in a second. So Shiloh's going to take the flour, and we're going to take all of our spices, and Levi's going to dump that in. Shiloh, you're going to mix. Levi, dump it in. All right. Okay. You can always use a mixer to cream your shortening and brown sugar if you would like, to make the process a little bit easier, especially with kids. Now we're gonna take our dry ingredients and dump it into our wet ingredients. Come on, Levi. So once your dough has formed completely, and you can always use a mixer to do this as well. I just chose to do it by hand. But we're gonna let this sit in the fridge for 30 minutes. So our cookie dough has chilled in the fridge for the 30 minutes. You want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 while we make our cookies. So you're going to just take a cookie scooper and make about 1 inch of a ball, and then we're going to roll it into the powdered sugar and put it on our cookie sheet. So my boys here are going to continue to do this, and then we'll put them in the oven.
I'm the fastest one. So good. Check this out.
Alright, so these, as you can see, they're a mess, but these are going to go in the oven now for about 10 minutes. And then we'll take them out and put them on a cooling rack. So the timer went up on our cookies. I actually took them out at 9 minutes, anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes depending on your oven. So I'm going to transfer these to a cooling rack, and then we'll finish making the rest of the cookies. Here are all of our finished cookies. It made just shy of 3 dozen. Obviously you can make them bigger, which will make less cookies, make them smaller, more. So now we're gonna show you guys how we're gonna decorate these cookies festive for Christmas. We're just gonna use some sprinkles and some store-bought frosting. You could easily make these cookies for any occasion. Malachi has just some basic red and green with some white, and Shiloh has some blue and white with some little snowman. Shiloh, can you show them your sprinkles? We're gonna get started. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of these as well so you can see what it really looks like. Also forgot to mention, tip number 4 is using throwaway containers when you are decorating cookies. Easy for cleanup. What you think, Levi?
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy. I hope you guys enjoyed those yummy, chewy, powdered sugar ginger molasses cookies. Plus, fun ways to decorate them for Christmas or for any occasion. And just because I have tips for baking with kids does not mean that it is not challenging with my 3 boys. If you guys enjoyed this video and you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell, especially if you can relate to this mama life of trying to find those simple and quick, budget-friendly, fun, healthy recipes you have on the table for your family. Until next time, thanks, bye.
Bye.